Miraculous, repair yourself.
In the second season, we're introduced to the Peacock Miraculous and its uncanny ability to create sentient life from a single feather. It's a testament to the sheer amount of power the Kwamis have in Miraculous Ladybug, but we're never able to see the full extent of the Peacock Miraculous as it's broken from the start. The fractured jewel is temperamental and still capable of creating obedient creatures but causing fatal harm to its wielders, costing 2 lives and nearly losing a third before it is repaired in the 4th season. While we know a broken Miraculous can cause significant harm to anyone who uses it, we know very little about what can break a Miraculous to begin with, given that a powerful mage made them centuries ago. In today's video, I'll hypothesize reasons that may lead to a Miraculous breaking.
I am Mayura. You're up against the wall, plagued by your deepest, darkest despair. Let me help you.
Number 1. A reality-bending wish. The main goal for every supervillain so far is to obtain the Ladybug and Cat Miraculouses to make a world-altering wish. While we don't know Lila's intentions, we learned from Miraculous World London that her wish would rewrite the world. In contrast, Gabriel decided only to impact his and Natalie's lives, leaving the timeline intact. My running theory about this distinction is that Gimme won't rewrite the universe if a human's wish only impacts future events. However, if Gimme has the power to rewrite the universe as we know it, it's safe to assume that they're more than capable of destroying the Miraculouses at the same time. It's plausible they would prefer to do so, as they didn't seem keen to do Gabriel's bidding when summoned. If a human wished for a Miraculous to be broken, it must be so. A human might also wish for the original mage never to have made the Miraculouses, which would significantly impact history. Without the Miraculouses, people like Joan d'Arc wouldn't receive their powers during crucial moments in history. In her case, she helped her people during the 100 Years' War until she realized her king was using her and attempted to escape with the wielder of the Cat Miraculous. Without Joan, the war might have ended differently, changing the world forever. The same case could be made for any significant historical moment in which a Kwami and the Miraculous have played a part. Number 2. Miracle Box Destruction. Although it's never said outright, the surefire way to damage a Miraculous could be to harm its host Miracle Box. The Miracle Boxes are as precious as the jewelry inside them, imbued with their own magic that allows the Kwamis to live inside it within their own pocket dimension whenever the Miraculouses are inactive. The system reminds me of how Pokeballs work in the Pokemon universe. We see the system more closely in the episode Sandboy when the Kwamis try to contact Nuru on his birthday. Not only does a Miraculous Box house all of its Miraculouses, but its pocket dimension allows the Kwamis to live together and in harmony, where they reunite to share their discoveries and stories with a group every so often. It's a very important item to the Kwamis and plays a vital role in their reality, restoration, and safety. As of the 6th season, we still don't know everything the Miracle Box can do. Marinette hasn't explored its capabilities or asked questions since Gabriel stole the Miraculouses throughout the previous season. However, we might learn in upcoming episodes that any damage sustained to the Miracle Box will negatively impact the Miraculouses, potentially breaking them.
Choose wisely.
Number 3. Kwami/Miraculous Separation. In the 5th season, Gabriel nearly achieves his goal, as he steals every Miraculous, excluding those of the Ladybug and the Cat. In his early attempts to revive Emily using the other Miraculouses, he time travels with the Rabbit Miraculous, which puts him on Bunnix's radar. Naturally, she contacts Ladybug and Cat Noir for help, and they stop Gabriel and take the Rabbit Miraculous back. To prevent the heroes from stealing more Miraculouses from other akumatized villains, Gabriel discovers a way to change the appearance of the Miraculouses, altering their essence to turn them into alliance rings. His alterations changed how the Miraculouses had looked for centuries, but made their powers transferable across long distances. While he didn't destroy the Miraculouses or alter their ultimate purpose of sharing powers with others, he did everything in between. Fortunately, once Ladybug saved the Kwamis and they were back in her care, she spent an entire night remaking the original Miraculouses. It's not explained how she does this or the process, but we see several notes scattered around her desk with information from the Miraculous Grimoire. Gabriel also had a copy of the Grimoire, which is likely how he knew how to alter the Miraculouses in the first place. If the Grimoire has a chapter on altering the Miraculouses for any reason, it's safe to assume it has a chapter about destroying the Miraculouses. When the mage originally made the jewel centuries ago, it was with the intention of the Kwamis helping humanity grow and prosper. However, I'm sure he knew that humanity could make good and bad decisions, and that the Kwamis and their power would be misused for evil somewhere along the way. It would make sense for him to have a failsafe for when that happened and to entrust it with the Order of the Guardians. Given that Miraculouses can be altered or change shape, I'm willing to bet their connection to them can be severed entirely. Number 4. Lost Harmony. From the beginning of the series, we've always known that the Ladybug and Cat Miraculouses represented harmony. The message is everywhere, from their powers being opposites to the dynamic between good luck and bad luck and the opposing personalities of Tiki and Plagg. It's clear that there's a perfect balance they're always trying to strike, and that makes complete sense after meeting Gimme and Recreation. The finale for the 5th season brings a lot of things into perspective, as we have the chance to see not only Tiki and Plagg in their true forms, but also that even higher versions of the Kwamis exist that represent the most abstract concepts, such as reality. When it comes to Gimme, who must bend reality to a human's wish, they're determined to keep everything balanced. To bring one person back, another life must be lost in their place. Or to change the color of one object, another object will also need to change color, etc. If the balance of the universe is thrown off in any way, it would have a negative impact on the Kwamis, the Miraculouses, and their powers. It's possible they would be out of control, meaning whenever the wielders try using them, they may find disaster waiting on the other side. The lost harmony and resulting chaos could cause the Miraculous to fracture, leaving a frenzied Kwami and sick wielder in its wake.
I am Gimme, the Kwami of reality. I am everything that was, is, and will be.
Number 5. Other Miraculouses. If a time ever comes when Ladybug needs to break a Miraculous, either to free one of her fellow heroes from akumatization or to prevent a villain from using its powers, there's always one thing she could depend on to destroy them: a cataclysm. Cat Noir's power can break through anything with an immense range. While Plagg is responsible for the sinking of Atlantis, his wielder can destroy small items with a single touch, a skill he's worked on by destroying akumatized objects. He could turn another Miraculous to dust within seconds, and that's only because his power rivals theirs. Again, the Miraculouses value balance and keep everything even in the universe, so it makes sense if the only thing capable of destroying them is one another. It's painful to imagine other Miraculous wielders removing others from the field by destroying their Miraculouses, but in cases like Monarch, they were probably left with no choice. I have no doubt that Gabriel would have kept fighting for the Ladybug and Cat Miraculouses until his failing health caught up with him. Had their battle continued for a few more months and Cat Noir found himself face to face with Monarch again, he could have aimed his power at the many rings lining his hands. Destroying them might have cost him the Miraculouses of the Chinese Miracle Box, but it may have also severed the Kwamis' connection to them and allowed them to escape. Unfortunately, we'll never know for sure. The loss of a Miraculous should have disastrous consequences, as humanity would lose its connection to one of the most significant entities in the known universe. To lose a Miraculous would mean losing a Kwami, as they're not in their right mind when bound to a broken jewel. Dusu suffered for a century before being paired with Felix, and it almost seems kinder to retire the Miraculouses we know and love before they eventually befall any of these dire fates.
Whatever damage I can cause, I will not stop. Unless...
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Why don't you just give up on me? I've lost all the Miraculous. I'm the worst guardian ever.